When Skarloey's turn came, he was glad to take out the coaches and meet his old friends. He met Rusty up the line. "You know," he said, "if I couldn't see the old places, I would think this is a totally different railway." Rusty laughed. "I hope you would say that." Mr. Hugh, our foreman, said, "Skarloey's coming home. Let's mend the tracks so well that he won't know where he is." And we did. And you didn't, if you take my meaning. Skarloey chuckled away. He liked this hard-working little engine. "There's still one bad bit," Rusty said anxiously that evening. "It's just before the first station. We haven't got the time to take care of it yet." "Never mind," said Skarloey. "It's much better than it was." "Maybe better, but it's not good," replied Rusty. "An engine might come off." "Peter Salmonshed Handle can take care." "And so do you, but I'm worried about Duncan. He will do rock and roll." "I wouldn't like if the passengers get hurt." "What's that about me? I'm a plain engine and I believe in plain speaking. Speak up and stop whispering in the corners." Rusty told Duncan about the bad bit of the line, and he warned him to be careful. "Ah!" he groaned. "I know my way about, thank you. I don't need smelly diesel engines to tell me what to do." Rusty looked hurt. "Never mind," said Skarloey. "You have done your best." He said no more, but he thought a great deal. Next morning, Rusty left Duncan to find his own coaches. Duncan snorted and banged about the yard. Then he clattered crossly to the station. James was there already. "You're late," he snapped. "I know," said Duncan. "It's that smelly diesel's fault. He thinks he can teach me how to stay on the rails. And then he goes off to leave me to find my own coaches." "You poor engine," sympathized, said James. "I know all about diesels. One crept into our yard a while back, and he tried to order us about, but I soon sent him packing." Duncan gazed at James admiringly. He didn't know that James was very boastful and sometimes bent the truth a bit. Send him packing, snorted Duncan. He climbed the first hill furiously. "Well done, boy. Keep it up," encouraged the driver. They were soon near the first station. Duncan was pleased. Nothing has happened, he snorted. "Silly old diesel, clever me." He swaggered along, doing his rock and roll. "Steady, boys!" His driver tried to check him, but it was too late. There was a tearing, cracking, crunching sound, and Duncan stopped bumpily, and he was off the rails. "Sleepers and ballast," he explained. "I'm off." And he was. "I warned him," said Rusty crossly. "Duncan, I said, be careful at that bit of the line. But all he did was call me names." Mr. Hugh tried turning Rusty's handle. "Come on," he urged. "Start up." "No, Mr. Hugh. I'm sorry to... maybe I'm a bit out of order here, but I won't help Duncan." "I'm ashamed of you, Rusty," said Scarlois severely. "Think of the passengers. What are they gonna do?" "Oh," said Rusty, "I've forgotten about them. Sorry, Mr. Hugh." "Sir, we must help the passengers." And his engine roared into life. "Oh dear," thought Duncan. "Now everybody will know how silly I am." Presently, Mr. Hugh and Rusty brought sleepers and old rails. Mr. Hugh showed the passengers how to use them, and they soon levered Duncan back on the line. Duncan was extra careful all day. "Rusty," he whispered that night, "thank you for helping me. I'm sorry that I was rude." "That's all right." "I wish all diesel engines were like you. Can we be friends?" "Suits me," smiled Rusty. "We'll mend that bad bit of the line first thing in the morning."